Hi friends, thanks for joining me again today. I appreciate you watching me and following along in my series with the sketches that are shown on page 22 of the Stamping Up annual catalog. So today's card is sketch number 7. Well, what I call number 7. I mean, I'm not going in any kind of order, but this one is sketch number 7. And I have a little surprise for you, which I found online. So let me show that to you first. So you may or may not have heard of France Martin. Well, anyway, also known as Frenchie. So I found this online that her one of her teammates actually provided this. So if you're interested in it, you can go to www.frenchiestamps.com and you can find this download. It's free. And I think that's great that she's offered this resource to us. But I cannot give this to you. You need to go onto her website to download it. And it shows all the measurements and whatnot. So this is the one that we're doing here, number 7. And this is what I came up with for my card. So we're going to be changing it up a little bit. I am using different colors of DSP and also different colored cardstock. So let me show you what I have. First, let's go through the stamp sets. So just one stamp set I'm using today. It's called Magnolia Mood. This is new. It's an online exclusive, and I love this stamp set. I haven't used it yet, but today's my first time using it, and it reminded me of, I don't know if you remember, it was 2022, maybe something like that. Stamping Up had a stamp set called Calming Camellia. That was only available to anyone who placed a $350 order, and it doesn't always have to be by yourself. You know, it could be like a workshop order, and then you could earn that stamp set for free. And I somehow ended up with 2. I ended up giving one away, and actually I ended up giving the second one away to my friend who really loved it. I got a lot of use out of it. I loved it so much. And I'm really happy that they've come out with something else that's very similar. So I really like this. Now the difference with that one and this is the Magnolia Mood actually has dies that coordinate with it. So they'll cut out the outline images of the stamps, and but they also cut out on its own, and then you can add shading to it. This gorgeous one right here. Oh my gosh. So now this one reminds me of Artistically Inked. That was another stamp set which had dies that actually I think were standalone dies. I don't think they actually cut out the stamped images, but it had something similar to this as well. So that's really nice. The other thing that we're using is the deckled rectangle dies, and I am only using one, which I've already cut it out. I use the smallest deckled rectangle die, or deckled rectangle dies. I called it correctly. Sometimes I get confused. And then lastly, I'm using the Birchwood 3D embossing folder. You won't find this anywhere yet. So sorry for the teaser, but I really love this. And these are the new sizes of the embossing folders. They're 6 inches by 8 inches, so you can get a whole card front in here. It's really great. I really love this. So this will be available in the new mini catalog, which will be available the beginning of September. If you'd like to get on my mailing list to get that catalog, you can go ahead and request it in the link below the video. There's a link below the video in the description, and you can request it there. I do ask though, if you're not working with the demonstrator, please consider placing an order. I do send those out priority mail, and it gets a little expensive. Y'all know how expensive the post office is. So I'd appreciate it if you placed an order as well with me. All right, so our paper. So what do we have? We have our cardstock, basic cardstock. This is Peach Pie, one of the new in colors, and it's 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. I have another piece of basic white. This is 4 inches by 5 1/4. That will be for the inside. We have our DSP for the outside, and this comes from the 2024-2026 in color designer series paper. It comes in a pack of 40, 5 colors, 8 of each color. So I'm using this for the front, and then I've also brought in a piece. This will be going on the inside as just a highlight piece, I think. I'm not sure. I'll show you what I did on the other card. I really like the way this turned out when I added this gold to the bottom, but I wasn't really crazy about doing this, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I might just skip that and just do like a stamped image on that. And then last 2 pieces. This is basic white, and I cut this from the smallest deckled rectangle, and this measures 2 3/8 by 1 inch. So if you want to just cut that out with your trimmer, you can do that. This piece measures 1 1/4 by 3 inches, but I'm going to be cutting this down so that this can be matted over it like that. Okay, all right, so super easy card. I knew this is going to come together really quickly. I will be showing you, so I've already die cut these pieces, and I die cut them twice and already adhered them. I will be adding color to these using the blending brushes and our inks. So we'll be doing that. And first I'm going to start with, let's do that first. All right, so we're going to use peach pie and shy shamrock and pecan pie. All this talk about pie is making me want pie now. So let's start with the pecan pie, and I am just going to dab this. So I'm using these daubers. They come in a pack of 5. I just want to kind of just do that in the center, just add a little highlight there. That should be good. I can close this up because I don't need it, and I don't want to accidentally stick my fingers in there. Then we're going to do peach pie for the rest of the flower. So I'm going to ink this up, and then I'm going to start from the top here because I want to add some darker color to the edges. And then I'm going to come in a little lighter, gently brushing. You know, it's still sticky. I don't know why. And I can always add extra color. Let me move these leaves out of the way so they don't become peach leaves. All right, so we're going to add some color. Again, I want to keep the edges a little bit darker and do the center a little bit lighter. Now remember, you can always add more, but you can't subtract. So I say if you're not sure about this, start out light and then get a little bit heavier. You can always add more, but you can't take it away once it's there. And when you're happy with it, you can stop playing. Let's see how this color looks. I think I want to add just a little bit more color to this one leaf. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like that. Oh, that looks really good. I'm just going to add a little to the edge here, just because there's that white showing. So we're just going to add a little to the edge. And again, these are 2 pieces of cardstock that I already glued together. All right, I think that looks good. We'll set that aside. I am done. You know what? I'm going to leave that open because I do want to stamp my leaf. I'm sorry, another flower for the inside. Okay, so let's use our shy shamrock. Again, this is another of the new in colors. I really, really like these in colors, the new ones. They're so vibrant and so, but yet soft. They just scream summer to me. Of course, so does peach pie and pecan pie. And so what kind of pie do you like best? Me, for the summer, I personally like a, well, any type of crumble pie I really like, but I happen to like peach blueberry with a crumble. Oh my gosh, so good. And then add a little bit of vanilla ice cream to that. Yes, very good. And all this talk about pie is having me wanting pie. But I will not have any pie. All right, so that is good for that. Then I'm going to attach this with a glue dot to the back, like so. My glue dots are here. Put one right there. I think I might put another one just below that. I'm also going to add dimensionals to this, so that will further keep it in place as well. And you know, while we're at it, why don't we do that right now? So I'm going to put this kind of here. I can move it around, but I think that looks very pretty the way that's set there. Let me add some dimensionals to this. Oh, you know what? Do I have any mini dimensionals? I don't. Okay, so we'll use a big one here, and I'll just cut the other one into smaller pieces. My scissors. So you could use mini dimensionals, or like what I'm doing here, I'm just going to cut these in half and place them down. And I'm not going to put any on the leaves because you'll see those. All right, so that's done for that. Let me stamp this image in basic beige on my basic white. We'll keep this here just for a minute because I'm going to need that. Where's my basic white? Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's get our basic beige open. This is slowly becoming another favorite of my stamps. Inks, I'm sorry, not stamps. Although I do like this stamp set, it's really beautiful. So I'm just gonna put it here in the corner. Okay, and I see that I rocked that a little there, so I'm going to flip it over because I don't like that. All right, so let's try that again. And we'll just put that right here in the corner. Try not to rock. All right, that's better. Can close this up. I see that I got some on my mat, so I just want to wipe that ink. Okay. And incidentally, this is not a glass mat. I've been using, it's a piece of grid paper that a friend of mine had laminated many years ago, and I find it works just as well as the glass mat. The only difference is it doesn't have that cushioning like the glass mat has. So, but I have this other mat underneath that's got a little bit of cushion. But you know, usually when I'm using the photopolymer stamps, I put a pierce mat underneath. All right, so I just want to add a little bit of color here, just a little bit. So, and we'll do the same thing with the peach pie. Again, just using a circular motion to add a little bit of color. And I'm going outside. I'm not, you know, being perfect about it. That's okay. Again, starting out light and then going a little heavier. I feel like every time I say like I'm starting out light, my voice gets really low, so I do apologize for that. Not intentional. All right, so that is done. I'll add just a little more green to this, or you know what, never mind, that's good. This is actually a bud here. At first I thought that was a leaf, but it's a bud. All right, so I think we're done with the inks. Yes, for these inks anyway. We need these, so we'll set those aside. We'll put this aside. All right, let's put this on the inside of our card. My one friend loves it though. She swears by it, but I just can't get it to work right. Oh, I just gooshed a little glue there. And I know I said I was going to put a little bit of green on the inside, but I don't think I will. I think we'll skip that part. I think that looks nice just the way it is. I'm sure that's centered correctly. Okay. All right, so that's good. Let's close this up just a minute. Let's do our happy birthday. So I'm using Pebbled Path for happy birthday. And let's see. Do happy. I don't get. Just wipe that off with my finger because I want to stack it. It's too long to fit across the label. Okay, and we'll clean that off. And then we'll do the same thing with birthday. Trying not to get the edge of the Y. If I do though, I can probably just wipe it with my finger. I don't think I did though. Okay, we're gonna go for it. And we'll just put this right on the bottom and along the side, like so. Ah, that came out perfect. I'm very happy. Yay, yay, yay. It's always good when something like that comes out perfect while you're recording a video. All right, we're done with that. Let's put some glue on this. And like I said, I'm going to trim this piece down. And the peach pie piece comes from the same collection of DSP. So let's just trim this down a bit. I'd say right about there is good. Okay, then we'll put some dimensionals on this. We'll put dimensionals on this, and then we will be done. You know what? Let's see where I want the flower to go. So I think we're gonna kind of tuck it back like so, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna put a dimensional right over that to hold that in place. What's that? Okay. I love it when dimensionals play double duty. So I'm going to fast forward through this part. All right, so I've taken all the dimensionals off. Let's put this in the center. Okay, oops, that's stuck right to my hand. And then we'll put this in the center. Just want to make sure that I'm gonna really have to, you know what, let's put this on a loop. No, that's a little crazy. I was gonna put it on an angle. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hang it off this side. There's some black thing over there. So the reason I'm pushing it more to the right is if you notice, if I put this in the center, that leaf is going to hang off and it's going to get bent. So I think if I move this off to this side, that won't happen. And then we can put that down. Okay, then let's add some resin dots. I love these because they're fairly flat and they will be perfect in the mail. So let's see, we'll put a nice big green one here. Okay, and then we'll do 2 peach ones. You really won't even see these though. I wonder if I could put, you know what, let's put that right in the center there. I kind of like the way that looks, right? I liked it better without. Okay, so we're just going to add this one here, and then another one down here. Okay, and I know they say to do these in even numbers. I don't know though. I might have to do these in, I'm sorry, odd numbers, not even numbers. Should we put another one here? I think so. I'm not going to count that one because it's a different color. Friends, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a very simple card and came together rather quickly. So here's the other one that I did, and in the book you'll notice, or here I'll show you the bigger one, they used a ribbon, so I changed it up and I used a die cut image. So friends, give this a try. And oh, you know what I forgot to do? Did you see that? So in this one I embossed it. I forgot to emboss this one. Oh well, it happens. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please be sure to leave a comment. Let me know if you've been enjoying this series, and if you've been following along and making the cards as well. I'd love to know that as well. And until next time, friends, take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.